I was involved in the High Performance Computing and Software Laboratory at UTSA. I downloaded software and set up a web server and a website for the lab. From that point on, I basically maintained that website. It's one of the first websites here in San Antonio, maybe the first or the second. I was probably the only person there in the lab who knew HTML, knew how to build websites, how to set them up, how to run them. And after that, a few other people got wind of the skills. So they asked me, hey, can you build a website for my organization or my company? And then I finally started working for a company called Internet Advertising, and I was doing websites for them. Subsequently, I graduated. I got a job working standard IT, and then maybe went through one or two more jobs, and then finally moved over to the library, San Antonio Library, and that's where I met Roger.
After I met Bill at the library, it was for fun. It was, hey, we can do this, make money off of it, but it's something new and cool.
We would be at the house in our neighborhood. He'd come in and we'd work for hours at a time, late at night, just designing the site, looking at it. He would even eat. Janie would make, Mexican dish, enchiladas or something, and so we'd eat there, and he loved it. He liked, just kind of hanging out with us.
Thinking back, just all the things that we accomplished, it's hard to believe. We did have a lot of ups and downs, but one thing he didn't mention is we all had the heart for the business, and had we not, I think our interaction might have been different. But since we all did, it's just, we are where we are now because of it.
I can remember Janie coming in and wanting to talk about a small loan for her new business and wanting to launch Webhead. But I remember distinctly how determined she was, how knowledgeable she was. So to see her 20 years later and how much she's grown the business, all the success that she's been able to achieve, it makes me very proud to know that we were just a small part of that and that we saw her from the beginning.
I started back in the summer of 1997, and I was her first employee. I'm very glad to have been a part of your company, your growing family.
Over the 14 years that I've been here, what I'm very grateful for is that Janie, Roger, and Bill gave me the opportunity to learn. And I think that's really important as part of Webhead's culture. Really having the integrity to deliver the best products and solutions for our clients. The excitement's still there, the integrity's still there, the dedication to our employees as well as to our clients, that hasn't changed, and I think that's important.
The last 7 years since I've been with Webhead, I've seen it grow tremendously. I mean, it's been exciting, it's been challenging, and all of that. We were about 15 employees, back at the Friedrich building, leasing the space, and we started with the DoD market and grew from 15 people to 25 to 35 to 45 to 65. And since then, it's been growing.
I've seen Webhead evolve tremendously over the years from that first time they met them. They weren't quite what I would call a family operation or a mom and pop shop, but it had that feel and flavor as opposed to a full-fledged national business. And as they progressed in the working together relationships, things such as HR capability, a financial system that was more complex and met federal government requirements, larger industry, facilities, as we see here. They just grew into a professional business across the board.
You've got a great organization here, great business, employees, providing jobs, but at the same time you're raising the stature or the profile of the city. San Antonio is slowly becoming, actually rapidly becoming, known as a tech city, and they're a big part of that. So you get 2 for 1. Normally you just get 1, but in this case you get 2.
For me, it's been a matter of great pride to see Webhead grow up, embrace a strong value system, seek higher aspirations, achieve more than what ever thought possible. Webhead has made all of us proud, not only by its achievements, but as much by the competitive spirit, value system, passion for excellence it embodies. Thank you, Webhead family and friends.